The college recruiting process is such a misunderstood process. And if you think about it, most parents have never been through the college recruiting process themselves as student athletes. So it makes sense that it's confusing. And if you look at the numbers, if you go to ncaa.org, you'll see that the number of high school athletes that actually continuing on to play at the college level is actually significantly small. Softball alone, only about 6% of the athletes actually continue to the college level. So when we are talking college recruiting, you can understand why parents are always searching for information about how to get their kids recruited. And now with this new environment of COVID-19, it's making it even more challenging. As we all know, we can't even get on a college campus right now for even admissions, interviews and walkthroughs. That's a challenge. Forget trying to get on campus for a softball clinic. There were none this winter because of COVID-19. And even now this spring, I can't even go out to watch my college athletes play, as a lot of these campuses are keeping their bubble and they're keeping closed campuses. So with that additional stress now and inability to actually get in front of college coaches, you can understand why there's such a concern about the recruiting process in this upcoming season. Now, my goal here is to help you parents and student athletes with some college recruiting tips. And I hope that I can help you along the process based on my own personal experience of being the owner of USAB Training for the last 30 years. And I have been helping our own student athletes here at our training facility, as well as thousands of athletes in this recruiting process over the last 30 years. In addition, I was also a student athlete myself. I was recruited and went on and played at the University of Rhode Island. So I can give you the experience based on both a student athlete and a coach. What I've really learned though over these last 30 years is that the college recruiting process is very similar from what I experienced 30 years ago and now. And what I mean by that, the core fundamentals of the process are the same. Yes, technology's changed a lot. All right. When I was being recruited, we had DVD tapes and VCR tapes being sent out. I know, scary. All right. So technology has definitely changed the process, but the core fundamentals are the same. What I mean by that, the core fundamentals, that when I'm working with a student athlete, there's one very important rule that we must always remember. And that is our end game, our goal is to find that student athlete the right fit for their college career. What I mean by the right fit is we want to make sure that if this student athlete was just a student, would they still be happy at that school? And one of the questions that I love to ask my student athletes before they make their final commitment is, if you went to the school and you had a career-ending injury, would you still be happy at this school? Would you still stay here? And if that athlete can come back right away, very quickly, with no hesitation, and tell me, yes, of course, coach, then I know we've made the right decision. And that is so important because that is what we're trying to achieve at the end of the day. So my goals over the next 8 weeks is to help new parents and student athletes with this college recruiting process, hoping I can give you some insight and some helpful tips to make this process less confusing. So if you like this video, please share this with your teammates and friends. And if you have any comments or would like to hear about some different topics we haven't covered, please let us know. And if you can, please hit the subscribe button below this video and have an awesome day.